Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Maths Made Easy. So today is going to be the first video I'm going to be uploading onto this channel, and as you know already by the title of this video, it's gonna be about rounding off of decimal and integer numbers. Today, first off, we are going to be starting off with we are going to be starting off with integer numbers, and the next video which I'm going to be uploading will be on decimal numbers. So if you are a student of maths and if you have troubles finding out like solving questions on maths, then you have come to the right place, because I've got all the tricks in the world you need to solve these questions really easily. So let's get on with it. So rounding off of numbers, you might already know what rounding off is, but if you have any troubles finding out like numbers which are really big, like if you're telling me to find to round off 15 or 16 or 2 3 something like that, which is like really small, then you might already know the answer what to do. But if the numbers are really big and you have to round off to a very small rounded off to a very small number, like rounded off to by a very small extent, like rounding off a number, say 732163227 to the nearest 10, then you might be having troubles what to do. Like this is that's a very big number, and the rounding off is a very small one. So I've got you covered with all of the things you need to know. Let's start off by knowing what a rounding off is. So let's write the definition. Rounding off means either flooring or sealing a number to its nearest multiple of n. N is given in the question. Like say if I'm telling nearest 10, then n is 10, given in the question. If I'm telling you to round off to the nearest 100, then n is 100. So you have to round it off to a nearest multiple of 100, whatever the question is, and however you have to in whatever way we are approaching the question. So this is the basic definition of rounding off. If you don't know it already, then this is what it is. And the link to this notebook is already in the description box below. You don't need to worry if you don't have a book or a copy in front of you right now. You don't need to scramble for that. You can just do copy it later. I have a link in the description box below. You can download it from there. And so yeah, let's get on with it. So what exactly, if I read the definition once again for you guys, rounding off means either flooring or sealing a number to its nearest multiple of n. This part is pretty clear, nearest multiple of n, a number. But what do these two terms mean, flooring and sealing? Flooring means the number goes down. Like if I'm telling you 75, the number is, after rounding off, the value of the number is going to go down. This is called flooring. And if I'm saying sealing, then the value of the number after rounding off goes up. So this is the basic meaning of flooring and sealing. Let's take a few examples. Anyway, let's start off with the first question, that is nearest 10. I have two processes for doing every question, like every nearest 10, 100, 1000, anything. Process 1 and process 2. Process 1 is something you might have already heard, but process 2 is something which kind of you might say that I implemented it by my own. If there's a process of that sort already, then I don't know, because I've not copied it from someone. I just thought it out in my head. Process 1 is pretty like the obvious one. So let's get on with the questions. Let me take a few examples, like say 73, 95, and here's a homework for you guys. Homework question is 135. Okay guys, don't go ahead and start doing the homework right now. Let me teach you guys how to like round it off. I'll be doing this sum using process 1 and this sum using process 2. This will continue throughout the end of the video. Okay, the first question will be done by using process number 1. The second question will be done by using process number 2. So how do we round off 73? You might already know that it's rounded off to 70 if we are doing nearest 10, but how exactly do we find out the two sides, like the floor and the seal? This is the floor and the seal. Floor, seal. Okay, how do we find it out? So if you are doing nearest 10, what you're gonna do, how many zeros are there in 10? 1 0. So place a 0 on both of these sides. Done. What's the first digit of what's the digit, like what are the remaining digits of the question? In place of 3 we have placed 0 on both sides. Okay, in place of 3 we have placed 0 on both sides. Which digit is left? It's 7, which is right here. 7 is left. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going on the floor side, we're going to be placing 7. Okay, and on the seal side we are going to be placing the exact digit plus 1. So the digit which we placed in floor, we're going to be incrementing it by 1 and placing it on the seal side. So what did we place in floor? We placed 7. So we are going to be incrementing that one by 1 and it will become 8. This is how we have made the groups. Now how to find out whether the digit is going to be floored or sealed? Check the last digit of the number. The number of zeros is the number of zeros given in the question is the number of digits you are going to be checking in the answer. So number of zeros in the question is 1, that is only this 0, and number of digits we are going to be checking is this one, this 3. Okay guys, this is the digit we are going to be checking. These are the two groups. Like if the number falls anywhere from 0 to 4, it will be floored, and if the number falls anywhere from 5 to 9, it will be sealed. So what do we have here? We have 3 and it falls into this group right here, like this group. Okay, so we are gonna be just flooring the number down to 70 and write nearest 10. That's how we do nearest 10 numbers. In the same we are going to be doing 95, but this time we are going to be implementing process number 2. Although process number 1 and 2 in case of nearest 10 don't really make much of a difference. Like there's literally no difference. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the sum. Like place 95 towards the center, floor and seal. Place 2 zeros in place of 5, and here we have 9, so 9 falls on floor, and 9 plus 1 is 10. Exact digit 0 0. Okay, the digit which we didn't use to make 0 will be the exact same on floor and it will be plus 1 in seals. Okay, so this is how we make the two groups. Now we check where 5 falls. This number 5 falls into this category right here, seal. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna seal the number, and the answer will be, oh shoot guys, let me just use the small eraser here and make it, yeah, so the answer will be sealed 200 and write nearest 10. That's how we do nearest 10 rounding off, guys. Quite simple. This is the homework for you guys which I've given right here. Solve that and mention it down in the description, down in the comments below. We are now heading into nearest 100. Here we'll be again implementing both the processes 1 and 2. Let me take some examples. Let me take examples like 173 and 195. Okay, similar examples to this, but we are just going to be adding one extra 1. Okay, how we do this? Nearest 10. Take 173 here, and here is a question again for you guys. Here's a homework for you guys. That is, what did I give here? I gave 135. So here is a question for you guys. 742. Okay, try and solve that. 173 floor and seal. Okay, what do we place in terms in floor? How many zeros are there in nearest 100? 2 zeros. So on both sides we're going to be placing 2 zeros. In place of 73 we are going to be replacing these two by 2 zeros. Okay, which digit is unchanged? That is 1. Exact thing will be placed here on floor, and plus 1 will be placed in seal. We have both the groups. We have both floor and seal. Now we are going to be just copying this one down, this thing here, but with a few changes. Adding 9 on these two sides and adding a 0 here. So make this same way. 0 to 4, 5 to 9. We copied the exact same thing but with a few changes. 9 on both these sides and 0 here. Check these two digits. The number of zeros given in the question is the number of digits you are going to be checking. Okay. So we have 73 here. Okay. So 73, it falls into this category right here. That is from 50 to 99. So quite obvious, we are going to be sealing the number up to 200 and write in brackets nearest 100. That's how we do. This is done using process number 1. Okay, process. Let me just clarify here. Process 1. Okay, that's how we do it. Now using process number 2, what is the change in process 2? Nothing. We are going to be writing nearest 100 as usual, and we are going to be copying this number down, that is 195. Make the two groups. Grouping like floor and seal numbers are done in the exact same way as done in process number 1. These two zeros will be the 95 will become 00 because that's the number of zeros given in the question, and 1 comes here and plus 1 comes here, that is 2. So we have the two groups. What we are going to be doing now is in the first process you have to make these two you have to make these groups every time. In case of nearest 1000 you have to add another we have to add 2 9s here and a 0 here. So we are going to be regenerating the groups every time. But here we don't need to remember, we only need to remember this thing right here. Everything else is pretty much solved. How? See, the number of zeros we have given in the question are the number of zeros we will be placing on both sides. Okay, that part is done. Now count the number of digits till this thing is finished. Count with me. 1 2 3. In the same way count here. 1 2 3. Circle this. Let me write it again. You'll be circling it with a different color. Circle it. What is it? It is 1. And where, sorry, my mistake guys, my mistake. Don't do that. Wait. And where stop counting when you encounter the last 0 in the question. Where is it? 1 2. Here is the 0. So similarly count here. 1 2. What digit is it? 9. In which group does 9 fall? Exactly, it falls in seal. 9 falls here. So pretty much understood now. We are going to be sealing the number up, and the answer which we will be getting is 200. This is process number 2. You just have to count these numbers till you reach the last 0, and that's when you're going to be stopping the count. And then you have to write these groups. This one I've written here, and check exactly where you have stopped counting. Like 1 2 here, we have to stop counting exactly where we did last time. So 1 2, that is 9. We have to check where 9 falls among these between these two groups. It falls in the second group as we found here, and that's how we seal the number up to 200. Same way, make sure to do the homework that is given here guys, and comment down below. Same way we have to do nearest 1000. Okay, nearest 1000. How do we do that? Okay, yeah, take a few numbers. Let me take a few numbers. Let's say 1972, so 4499. Okay, we have to follow, we'll be doing this one using process number 1. Okay, here's a homework for you guys, that is 5001. Okay, do that, let me know in the comments below. We'll be placing 1972 here, floor and seal. Okay, make the groups. How many zeros in the question? We have 3 zeros. These 3 will be converted to zeros on both sides, and the digit unchanged is 1. So what we do here is, okay, let me just change this example to 44,499. Okay, what do we have here? We have 1, we place 1 here, and we increment it by 1, we get 2. So we have both the groups. Now we regenerate the groups. Okay, 0 2 4 5 2 9. Sorry, this was given in the previous one. You see here, this one, this thing right here. Okay, so what we do, we add a 0 after 50 and add 9s after 49 and 99. So we have the new groups, floor and seal. Okay, check the number. It is 972, which falls into this category. So pretty obvious now at this point. It's gonna be sealed up to 2000, nearest 1000. Now using process number 2. Okay, so this one is done using process 1, and this one will be done using process 2. Okay, we place the number here, 44,499. Nearest 1000 means the nearest 1000 means these 3 numbers will be 0 on both sides, and the number which the part which is unchanged, that is 44, we are going to be placing 44 here, and 44 plus 1 we know is 45. So we have both the groups, both the 1000 groups on both sides. This is floor, this is seal. Check the groups. We have to be checking these 3 numbers, that is 499, the number of zeros given in the question. 1000 has 3 zeros, so we have to be checking the last 3 digits. 499. Okay, 499 falls into seal category, falls into the seal category, falls into the floor category. The last number of floor is 499. So you already know by now where it's gonna be going. It's going towards floor, but you know that we are going to be we'll be doing this sum using process number 2, 1000. Let's count the number of zeros. 1 2 3, 1 2 1 2 3. Yup. Now check which is the third digit, that is 4. Where does 4 fall in this group, in the 0 to 4 5 to 9 group? Where does 4 fall? It falls in floor. Here it is, it falls in the first group, this group. So we know what to do. We have to floor it down and write the answer equals to 44,000. Got it, guys? So that's how you have to be doing this sum which I have given in the question, which I have given as homework. Do using either of the processes. It's absolutely up to you guys. Okay, yes. Now so let's try to do a few sums. Okay, these are a few like exercise questions which I'm gonna be taking from my book, Exercise Questions. It says add these two numbers, 72,443 plus 29,103. Do the actual calculation. So this is what the question states exactly. Do the actual calculation and the estimated calculation. Find the difference between the two numbers. This is what the question says. So we first have to be doing the actual calculation. Let's just add it up pretty quick. 3 plus 3 6, 4 plus 0 4, 4 plus 1 5, 7 2 plus 9 11, 1 carry, 7 plus 2 9. This is what we get. 1 lakh 1546. This is the actual answer. Okay, let's just point it out using actual answer. Now we're going to be taking this number and rounding it off and finding the estimated. Okay, this is what we get as the actual number. Now we will have to be estimating both of these numbers. We'll have to round off both these numbers to the nearest 10,000. See how we do it. Okay, this is how we do it. We first take 72,443, we write nearest 10. I'm going to be using process 1. It's up to you guys if you want to use process 2. I'll be giving you an example as well. The 32,493 minus 25,116. Do the exact sum which I'm doing right now. No, nothing different. The only thing that's different here is I'm doing addition here. You have to be doing subtraction here. Okay, quite simple. Cool, let's get on with it. 72,443 to the nearest 10,000. Okay, 10,000 has 4 zeros, so we'll have to be placing 4 zeros on either sides. These 4 turn into 0, and this 7 is as it is on the floor side, and on the seal side it is incremented by 1 and it becomes 8,000. 8. So we have 70,000 and 80,000. Make the groups. That is, the group generation is quite simple. I'll be showing you guys it at the end of the video. If you are still having any doubts and if you guys understood what the pattern is, then it's quite easy now. So we have 2,443, which falls into this group, 2,443. So floored. This is the homework, guys. So we floor it down to 70,000. Now we do the exact same thing for 29,103. Make the two groups floor and seal. 0 0 0 0. I am doing it exactly how I taught you guys to do. I'm not doing anything differently. Okay, guys. So we have both the groups here. Check the last 4 digits, that is 9103. It falls into this category, 9103. So we know what to do now. Seal it up. The answer we get is 30,000. So we have the two numbers, that is 70,000 is the first, 30,000 is the second. Now we do the estimated sum. We'll have to write here estimated answer. $70,000 plus 30,000. Quite simple. We get 1 lakh. Okay, we point it as the estimated answer. Okay, so now what the question says is find the difference between the two numbers. We have to find the difference between the actual number and the estimated number. So as we can see that the actual answer is bigger than the estimated answer, so that's how we are going to be doing it. 11546 minus 1 lakh. What do we get? 64510. So we get difference between the two numbers is equal to 1546. So this is what the exact question says, and that's what we exactly did. Okay, so that is how we do approximation, estimation, and rounding off. Let me just tell you guys, let me just explain you guys how to do the group generation, group generation, or what I call FC generation, floor seal generation. Okay, how to do that? You just have to remember the first group. For nearest 10 we had 0 to 4 and 5 to 9. For nearest 100, just add a 0 after 5 and 9 after 4 and 9. Okay, so 4 after 4 we add 9, after 5 we add 0, after 9 we add another 9. For nearest 1000, do the exact same thing, just keep adding 9s after 4 and 9 and a 0 after 5. And nearest 10,000 is 0 to 4999 and 5000 to 9999. For nearest 1 lakh, 0 to 49,999, 50,000 to 99,999, and do it as you go on. The bigger you want the bigger you want to go, you have to keep following the same process. Like if you want to go to like 1 crore, 10 crore, 100 crore, 1000 crore, you have to just keep following the same process. It's quite simple, the group generation. So guys, let me know if you understood everything which I tried to teach you guys in this video. And as I mentioned already in the start of the video, at the start of the video, you will be having the notes of this. You'll be having the notebook link given in the description box below. You guys can go on. And refer it from there, and copy it later. Anytime you want, the link will always be open for you guys to use it. So yeah, that's where we end this video. I'm gonna be just adding an extra page, and this will be like. We'll be just clarifying this thing, rounding off. We'll be clarifying this one, rounding of integers, and this one will be like rounding of decimals. Is it coming there? Rounding. Let me just change the text color real quick. Anyways, leave that. I'll be editing that later. Rounding of decimals. This is gonna be in the second part of the video, so stay tuned for that. The process is not at all that different. It's quite the same logic. So yeah, that's where we end the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to Maths Made Easy to make your maths easier. Thank you.